sorry. Look, I'm gonna kneel down. Okay, why is my Look, I'm gonna kneel down. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'm late. I was just setting up my appointment to go to the barbershop. Finally, after 2 months of sitting here and trying to... Oh, I can finally get my haircut and get my full form as Chocolate Superman 10,000. But hello everyone, welcome back to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Hopefully everyone liked the channel trailer that I put up. It was a bit saucy, it took me a while. But I'm ready to talk about Ivan Perisic today because Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Bayern Munich's chairman of the board, has come out and spoken about the Perisic situation himself. He's come out with some interesting things. So let me pull up the Perisic graphic while I read to you what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge says. And let me know. Let me know what you think about this Perisic thing. But Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, he's talking on Perisic's future. But Ivan Perisic, 31 years old. He's a... You know what? I looked up Perisic on Who Scored, and his only two strengths were crossing and aerial duels. Two things Coman's not good at. And he's 31 years old. He has, surprisingly, 13 goal contributions this season. For a player that's just a loanee, who didn't know the club, came in, wasn't really touted to do anything or contribute to anything in any way. He's done well for a bench player as well, and he's 31. But Ivan Perisic, here's what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge had to say on Perisic's situation and future. We haven't talked about it. No, let me do a German accent. No, you know what? I'm going to do a French accent because that's the only one I can do. We haven't talked about it. Ivan Perisic has recently come after his injury, but I have a very friendly relationship with Inter Milan CEO Marotta. So let's see what he has played, a few games, and then we will talk. And then Rummenigge also says, even the player wants to know where he will play is not decided yet. That's Karl-Heinz Rummenigge talking about Ivan Perisic. What, Guan? I don't know what that means, but I'm good. I think it means how are you in Jamaican, but I don't speak Jamaican. Well, I'm done. So basically, this is Karl-Heinz Rummenigge basically saying that, you know what? It's the Perisic situation is incredibly uncertain. No one knows what will happen with Ivan Perisic at the end of the season. And we all are dying to know because I feel as if Perisic should stay here. He's earned his stay more than Coutinho has because, first of all, he's on lower wages. And like I was saying, and like a lot of you have been saying, this guy will never criticize. He'll probably be sucking off Hansi Flick to sit on the bench. That's what he'll be doing to Hansi Flick because he'll want to sit on the bench. He'll want to just be a fringe player and come on. He's that guy that will never have a problem with you on FM. Football Manager. He'll never be angry at you. That's what Perisic is for me. Give us Perisic, we'll give you Alexis Sanchez. Perisic, he is better than Sanchez. I don't know why Inter Milan never let him go. I don't know where the breakout with Inter Milan came in. Maybe it was Antonio Conte who went, I don't like Perisic. We don't want Sanchez, he's rubbish. He had the chance to come to Bayern. I never wanted Alexis Sanchez. I just never thought he was that good. I always felt like he was just... Everyone thought he was Messi, but he wasn't. But for me, Ivan Perisic, though, is someone that we need to keep. If we aren't going to keep Coutinho, then we have to keep Perisic. And look, I'm going to pull up his player valuation. For me, this isn't coming from any source. My value of Perisic is 10 million, less than 10 million. If Bayern Munich can get 10 million for Ivan Perisic, that would be incredible. I do not think he needs to go for more, and I don't think he needs to go... 5 million, man. Inter Milan are apparently trying to do this thing where they're demanding 20 million. Inter, are you dumb or something? Oh my goodness. Are they stupid? They must be dumb. They must think we're stupid. They must think we're FC Barcelona or something like that. Just because our name says FCB, read the rest. It's FC Bayern, not FC Barcelona. We are not giving you 20 million for 31-year-old Ivan Perisic. That would be the stupidest transfer I've ever heard of in my life. I would have to just delete this channel if we pay more than 10 million for Ivan Perisic. Oh, shoot, it might actually have. No, but seriously, even 10 million is too much. Because Perisic is 31. He's 31 years old. So I don't understand what Inter's on about. Perisic is good. We're doing this today. Perisic is good. He's experienced and he can tackle. Has an attacker. He has an attacker. He's defensive also. Yeah. I mean, there was a game where every game Perisic plays when Davies would go forward and it'd be Perisic being the left back. It was very odd. But hello, Liam. So this Perisic situation, we need him to get a new contract. And you know what? What? Okay. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. Why?
Tell her I have to go. Talk to her.
What?
Mom's on the phone. What? It's mom. Talk to her. George, why are you talking like that?
I've never had anything laptop from school. Okay, thank you. But Jesus Christ. Alright. Oh my goodness. That was my sister and my mother. They love doing this. Just interrupting me. There's a reason why I closed the door. But what were we talking about? Perisic. He's earned his stay. And he should stay here for a prolonged period of time. You know what? There's literally a video where my brother, my whole family just decides to interrupt. It's on Perisic too. It's always Ivan Perisic. It's always him. My family always decides to interrupt the videos only when I'm talking about Perisic. Tell me that's not a coincidence. Tell me that's not odd. It's always about Perisic. I did it. It was Sunday, wasn't it? Yes. The Dortmund game, after the Dortmund watch along, 2 hours I was in here, no one even knocked, no one even called me, no one did anything. And then I talk about Ivan Perisic and the whole world wants to get in my room and tell me something they can tell. I literally called my sister 11 minutes before I went. Okay, she could have told me. And it's not my mom. Upamecano, do you think he'll come? If not, should we get as other options? You know, at this point, I'm not convinced that we're signing another center back. It looks like we're only going to get to Sergino Dest and Leroy Sané. And you know what? If that's a good point, though. That's a good. If we sign Sané, or it gets announced on the first day of the transfer window, which is the best thing ever, then we might sign other players. But I don't think we'll sign other players. But with this Perisic situation, I'd like him to stay. A 2-year contract, a 3-year contract, whatever it may be. I'd love for him to stay, to just keep himself. Because you know what? He stays fit. If Odriozola didn't... imagine we signed Odriozola and the first thing he did was injure Ivan Perisic. What a freaking weird... Real Madrid, Zidane playing 4D chess. That's what it is. Why would he do that? And Perisic is injured now. He's been injured for 2 months. But let's see how he returns. And I think Inter Milan are waiting for how Perisic plays. If he scores a goal, then his value goes up 2 million. If he assists, his value goes up 1 million. I think Inter Milan are ultimately waiting for anything to happen with Perisic that could potentially increase his value. But they could be surprised. I mean, if I'm Hansi Flick, it wouldn't be bad for Perisic to just give a few stinky performances, because Hansi Flick or Bayern Munich would get him for cheaper, and Inter Milan would be like, this player is finished. We need to sell him and let him go. And you know what? This is a great situation for Inter Milan, because I don't understand why they're even doing this. Why are they holding a player almost hostage? Just let the guy go for 5 million. It will never... Perisic is nothing like his age, phenomenal endurance like him, and Rebic tortured England. Yeah, he's good. He's a World Cup... I mean, look, that's such a good bench option, though. A lot of teams will never have that bench. We do. When do you think Sané will be announced or confirmed? At this point, it should be first day of the transfer window. We should be getting Leroy Sané in a Bayern shirt. That's all I care about right now, because I'm tired of waiting. We've all waited for far too long. And yeah, by the way, everyone, leave a like on the video if you're enjoying it. If you're really enjoying it, leave a like on the video. But yeah, I think if we're going to announce... no. When Hansi Flick said he wanted 4 new signings, that better not have been Perisic. It shouldn't have been, but it better not have been. You know what I mean? Because that would piss me off. But at the same time, when you have Sane, Coman, and also Gnabry, three wingers that want the same spot. You need a Perisic. You don't need another kind of Coman player who wants to go. You don't need a hungry player. You need a player like Perisic. He's a great player. Wow, SKB saying Perisic is great. That is something else. Can everyone say W in the chat to SKB? He finally said something that I agree with. Gonna play FIFA. Oh, good luck with getting mental health problems playing FIFA. They shouldn't get Leroy right now. Why shouldn't we get Leroy Sané right now? SKB, I might make you a mod soon. You never know. You like talking a lot, so you might get you a moderation really quickly. I haven't used the BayernNow Discord for such a long time. I don't care about it right now. I just care about the channel. It's too much work to do the Discord. It's like I'd rather just be in the live comments. But Adama Traore to Bayern, a lot of stupid transfers. We'll talk about that tomorrow or something. But yeah, Perisic, let's keep him for an extra year. He can stay here for 2 years? He's 33. We let him go to China and make his 200K a week. That's typically what happens with a lot of these fringe players. They just become the best players in China, and then they get themselves. You know what? It wouldn't be bad bringing on a World Cup winner in the Champions League semifinals if we need a goal, or World Cup finalist. That would be amazing, and he did it so frequently. You got the Discord. We'll talk about Muller another day, but for me today, Perisic is just so important for me. Let's keep him. Wolves would haggle a bit price. Would you get Jota? I've never seen Jota play. I've seen Pedro Neto play, but I've never seen Jota play. I don't even know who Jota is, what he looks like. Would you buy Chaser? That would be if we don't buy Leroy Sané. That would only happen if we never sign Sané. But yeah, you're right. No, Coman has to play too, unless we sell Kingsley Coman, which there's zero chance of that happening. As much as I would love to make more videos about why Bayern Munich should sell Kingsley Coman, it's not happening. Let's be honest. Bayern's not going to sell Coman. He's still young, right? He's 24. Bayern not going to sell him because he gets injured. They're going to wait for him to get fit for more than 5 games, and then they'll be, and they'll give him a new contract soon just to make him feel more family friendly. That's what they do to these types of players that pick up a lot of injuries. They love them. They hug them and say, "Oh, we love you." And they give them a kiss goodnight whenever they go to sleep. So yeah, we're not going to sign Paris. We're not going to sell Coman. So unless we sell Coman, I don't see us going for 2 other wingers apart from Sané and Perisic. So that would not make any sense for me whatsoever. So I hope they don't buy Perisic. I hope they sign someone that can win 1v1 situations. Well, look, 1v1, Sané will do that. Also, Coman is a one. Coman can skin you, nutmeg you, go around the corner, pop a cross in, and Coman is a very, very, very gifted dribbler, but he just doesn't have the effectiveness to go with it. Gnabry, on the other hand, is more of pop the ball, move around, etc. You heard the allegations about Bayern alleged interest in a 20-year-old attacking midfielder from Ghent. I think we're talking about Jonathan David here, but we are interested in every youngster now. It's almost like Bayern Munich interested in this guy, so are Man United, so are Tottenham. Bayern Munich interested in Jude Bellingham, so are Dortmund, so are Leipzig, so are Manchester United, so are Liverpool. So we're interested in every single player. We're Bayern, okay? We'll always be interested. We'll be interested in a lot of these players. But with Perisic as well, I was thinking about this, and it's a different viewpoint to the situation. With us getting Perisic permanently, not only do we have a good bench option, we already acknowledged that, but it means that Oliver Baptiste Mai, or as people like to call him, OBM, never gets played, right? It also means that Leon Dejaku, I think he plays as a winger in the youth team, or left back, I don't know. He never gets to play. So with Perisic, it's like the same way we're looking at, Boateng and Javi Martinez, they're kind of stunting and holding off these young players getting on the bench at least and starting games or even getting a few minutes, right? We can say that about Boateng and Javi Martinez, but we also have to say the same thing about Perisic because we all want him. That's just a different way of looking at it. So if we want Perisic, we have to know that, Oliver Baptiste Mai will never start a game because Perisic is there, right? We have to know that. We have to know that Leon Dejaku will never really play, right? We have to know. So that's my thing with the whole Perisic situation. And even when we didn't have a winger. Coman and Perisic were out. I was sort of confused because we never even had a youngster on the bench. We have so many youngsters we could try. Saka, why would we want Saka? Saka's a left back. He's B-Tech Alphonso Davies. That's what Wakanda Forever Saka is. He's not what we're looking for. Alphonso Davies is miles ahead of Saka, and we could even play Davies on the wing. I don't think we should ever even try it again. I mean, he can, but he's such a good left back. Why would you even do that? Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, we did want Hudson-Odoi. The thing with Hudson-Odoi is now he's in prison. He was linked with us. Now he's in prison. What is he in prison? I think he's arrested, and he has a felony thing on pending right now. But I was watching Leroy Sané video last night. How he's able to keep his dribble alive. Thank you so much, Ryan, for using the word alive. Yeah, he's lively, isn't he? He makes the game move. But yeah, like I was saying, what does everyone think? We are not going to get better not sign Dest. He's crap. Come on, Pavard is better. Okay, well, we will sign Dest, and you might get proven wrong. I don't know. There's a lot of Ajax fans that are like, oh, yeah, but Ajax fans do that. They did it to De Jong, right? Oh, he's not that good anyways. Ajax fans are that guy who gets rejected, and she's ugly anyways. Ajax fans have done that to a lot of players. And you know what? Ajax fans don't really have vendettas against players, even though they leave them. Like, you'll see a player play Ajax, and they're clapping for them like it was something great. I mean, that's because it's the mentality of Ajax. He's right, Pavard is better. Well, we'll see. Des is American, and he'll definitely acquire an audience here. He'll almost be our Christian Pulisic. For Dortmund right now, it would be Giovanni Reina. And for Canada right now, it's Alphonso Davies. So he can definitely be that kind of poster American Bayern player that we can have. Davies is already the Canadian guy. And even then, Davies has attracted a lot of North Americans. So you'll see. Des is tiny and will get torn up. He's bad defensively. Well, no, he's not bad defensively. He's just small. And that's the same thing as saying, oh, Pavard's big and wins headers, so he's good defensively. He hasn't been good defensively before this. Like, let's be honest here. We've seen him get skinned, and over again in a lot of games, they always attack his side and they always get through. And that doesn't, but his size, you might think he's good, better, and incredible defensively, but it's just his stature. Philipp Lahm would never have been seen as good defensively, but he was perfect defensively. So we'll see. Boateng and Martinez out. Upamecano in the summer. Yes, that's true. Let's think about Upamecano for a second. If you sign Upamecano, you don't get to play Chris Richards and Laz Lucas Mai. You don't get to give these youngster chances. So Dest and Sané will come. I mean, Samim basically just summarized our entire thing here. It looks likely that that's going to be our transfer window. I don't know if that's a ploy from Bayern, though. If Bayern do that, imagine if because you can't look, the club are a business at the end of the day. In order to keep people coming and watching back, you have to keep making them interested. The best way Bayern have done that is to do transfers. We're constantly linked to different players. And what if Bayern are going to stall the Sané thing and stall this Dest thing until the last few weeks of the transfer window to keep people coming back? You know how TV shows have like 20 episodes, so you watch and eventually you get to the finale, and the finale teases you to a new season? Maybe that's what Bayern's doing. Maybe they'll do it where we only sign 2 players, but they extend it. But hopefully that's not what happens. Loan the youngsters. That's a great point. If I want Chris Richards to go out to Freiburg and fight for a place in the team, go out to a combative environment, because playing for Bayern 2 is not combative. It's not, because you know you're already at Bayern. You know you can always get a chance, but you're not sure. So we should send them out to these other teams. Would you prefer Konate or Upamecano? Konate is better than Upamecano. Thanks for answering your own question. Konate is not on the same level of ball progression, but he's a great defender. Oh, no. You have not watched Konate play. Konate is a better dribbler than Upamecano. Just watch how Upamecano dribbles. Konate is better. Oh, my goodness. Watch the game versus us. The 2 games we played, 3. I think Konate featured in all of them. Konate destroyed us. He's the reason Leipzig almost Leipzig could have been the team that stopped us winning the league last season if they'd even the DFB Pokal. I think Konate wasn't on the pitch. He got subbed off or something for Michele, and Michele was crap. But I don't know why Konate ever got subbed off. Maybe Leipzig thought we can't win this game. But when he got subbed off, Leipzig leaked 2 goals. That's how crazy good he was. Passing wise, not ball carrying. Well, I think he has a better passing accuracy than Upamecano. He's up there for ball progression and long balls. He's a better long passer than Upamecano, that's for sure. And his passing between the lines is better. I've seen it happen against my team, right? Where he literally took the ball or nipped it from Lewandowski, went through half our team, almost got an assist. I think it hit the post, or they missed it. Oh, Neuer made a great save, actually. That's what Konate can do. Klajdi. Perisic would probably not mind. Yeah, that's true. He wouldn't mind the backup role, which is why we need him. But it looks like Inter Milan, which is very stupid. It's like they didn't want Perisic, but now they're like, oh, we can profit off of him. How are you going to profit off of him? Somehow they think they can get him for more. I don't think so. We should definitely be signing Perisic at under 10 million, which is why the transfer evaluation says 10 million. But there's a lot. We will loan the youngsters. It looks like, you know what? Someone was telling me, great point by the way. Someone was saying, oh, you loan these young players and yeah, they need to gel with each other. I'm like, no, you need them to be combative, to want to be hungry. It's like a rich kid. Bayern Munich is a rich club. It has all the facilities. I want these players to go to a club where everything's trash. Their training ground is trash. Their pitch is trash. Where they can actually try and be combative, be aggressive, and want to fight for their spot in the team. Where Bayern, it's the rich kid. It's a mansion. It's you sleeping in a nice house. You're getting paid a good amount of money for a young kid. You're in a nice campus with a bunch of players. You get to see Ian Robben, Frank Ribery. Well, obviously, Robben and Ribery are gone. You get to see Lewandowski, Neuer, Müller every single, almost weekly, right? You get to see these big players who are international world-class players. And that's not helping you. It's making you less hungry because you know, Lewandowski is up there. I know. We should be loaning these youngsters. So, yeah. And also, for anyone joining the stream late, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge came out and said that, hey, man, he didn't come out and say, I'm going to read it in a French accent again for anyone joining late. He said this. I don't know the German. Oh, I do know the German. We haven't talked about it. Perisic has recently come back after his injury, but I have a very friendly relationship with Inter CEO Beppe Morata. So let's see what he has played, a few games, and then we will talk. Even the player wants to know when he will play. Oh, that's kind of Indian, but it's Indian German. It's not this side. I need to find the German accent. But that's what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge is saying. Him and Hassan Salamander have done very well for themselves over the last 2 years in scouting and doing little decisions. But yeah, and I was thinking about it though. It's like we all want Javi Martinez and Boateng to go because Chris Richards, Lars Lucas Meyer can get a few games and get their actual chance and their breakthrough moments, right? These are center backs that are exceptional. I've seen Richards in clips of him. The guy looks decent. His passing between the lines is almost like Boateng's. He has a lot of pace. He can tackle. So I want to see Lars Lucas Meyer as well. He's a dominant center back, good in the air, and he can pass around. Him and Richards can very good center backs, right? And I'm thinking to myself, if we sell Boateng and Javi, they come in. Adrian Fein's coming in the next season or after this summer from Hamburg. He's finished. He's done with McDonald's. He's going to the Rio. It's like leaving McDonald's and going to Chick-fil-A. That's where coming from Hamburg to Bayern is. We're the Chick-fil-A. We're that nice family club. We're closed on Sunday. And the thing with Perisic is also if you get rid of Perisic, OBM it comes in. And yes, experience is needed, which is why I think we should sign Perisic. So that was just a different point to look at it. If Inter does not sell Perisic for like 10 million, he will either stay or lose him for free when his contract expires. I would love to see Chris Richards in a couple Bundesliga games to see how he could potentially adapt. Yeah, that's it. So yes, loan the kid out. If these clubs know, like even to a Bundesliga 2 club, I know the third Bundesliga is, but they're not the same thing, let's be honest. There's no ambition. If the second Bayern team could actually get promoted to the second Bundesliga, then maybe we'd be talking. Maybe you could see a situation where these kids are hungrier, but they can't. They know that whatever we do, we can never be promoted to the second Bundesliga or to the. Imagine Bayern 2. That would be funny. Our second team gets in the first Bundesliga. We would buy all our talent to keep ourselves relevant. Imagine Chris Richards is a better center back than what we have. And I think the situation now is, I don't want this economic coronavirus crisis to cloud the judgment of the board, because I don't want them to think that, I don't want them to, I want them to think, it wouldn't make sense to sign Havertz right now because he wants to stay a year at Leverkusen to improve. I don't want them to think, we can't afford Havertz, that's why we're not signing him. I want us to actually not be stupid or not be complacent and use this coronavirus thing as an excuse to not do business. You know what I mean? I don't want us to do that. Lucas Mai to Ajax, Richards to Werder Bremen, to Jacques to Nantes. Did you ask Ajax if they wanted Lucas Mai? I mean, Ajax would love a Lucas Mai. He's very reminiscent to Matthijs de Ligt. Not as quick in the pace, but very good tacklers, very good reading of the game. 6'2", 6'3", both of them quite tall and young. So we'll see if Ajax wants them. But I think Fine could do a good job at CDM instead of buying someone. I would love that though. I said it. I said I would fully accept Kimmich in midfield if we had a 4-3-3 and we had a dominant, big, powerful CDM. Because Kimmich and Thiago are ballers, man. These guys they can pass the ball to anyone, anywhere on the pitch. They could be in the opposition goal, ready to tap it in, and they could make a 50 billion yard pass to Manuel Neuer to recycle the ball. These guys could do everything on the pitch. Creativity, they can add it all, right? And I'm thinking to myself, they can also score. They can also shoot. And you know what I love about Kimmich and Thiago? They have this thing where they can take the ball from the edge of the opposition box and make a little cute pass, dink it over the top, and Gnabry just passes it in 11. We scored so many goals like that. So I would love that, where we have a 4-3-3. Adrian Fine, he looks powerful, he looks strong. And if we can get that discipline, right, we can definitely get it there. Thiago is a cam. Hell no. Thiago is literally, you're wasting Thiago's talent by playing him at cam, because you don't get his defensive brilliance and you don't get his dribbling, because a cam is very limited. You can only make a certain amount of touches before there's 3 players around you. Whereas Thiago can be there and alleviating the pressure from us. There are rumors with De Bruyne. That's not happening. But I would like to see a 4-3-3 where Adrian Fine's in that hole and you have Kimmich and Thiago. It would make Kimmich better defensively, as ironically as that sounds, because you have less responsibility, but he'll also get involved in the play as much as Thiago and as much as Adrian Fine could just sit in front of the back four and protect it. That's all I want. I want someone kind of like Pep played a 4-1-4-1, which was stupid because he played Alonso, Xabi Alonso, Xavi, I don't freaking care. Xabi Alonso, he played him right there in that CDM role, which he's not a CDM, he's a deep lying playmaker. But imagine if Javi Martinez had been a mainstay in that CDM role for Pep. He would have been breaking up play and doing all the things that a CDM does, and Pep didn't do that. But imagine if that was the case, and then you could have your creativity. You could really have that Fine to come in and really prove to me what he's about. I want him to be strong. Why are you doing this to me, man? What's the point of helping me lag? What does that do for you, huh? Are you happy when I lag, huh? You're happy when I lag, goddammit? Huh? You're happy when I lag? Oh, we're back. Yeah, so I would love a CDM, a powerful CDM. Who wins Saturday, Gladbach or Leverkusen? Oh, I thought you were going to ask me Bayern Munich and Eintracht Frankfurt. I would love very much for Frankfurt to get relegated. I don't like what they did to us last season. I don't like the fact that the same week Nico Kovac got sacked, that same week he said Frankfurt fans were better, right? And then our fans go in to Frankfurt and we're excited to go, and he gets himself sacked and then gets us embarrassed. I don't like that. I hate Frankfurt. I hope they get relegated. I really do. They're one of the only teams that I actually have a personal vendetta against. I hope Frankfurt get relegated. I hope all their players get bought by like an Arsenal, because they have some decent players. Kostic, I hope he goes to Arsenal or something. I hope they all get sold. I really do. I hope they get relegated. And I was really enjoying it this season when they were losing games and drawing games. I hate Frankfurt. I can't stand them. So I don't Frankfurt this Saturday, but I can't wait for that game. I can't wait. That would be a personal game for me because I can't wait to see. Now they'll really they'll be pissed off because this is the first time we're playing Frankfurt since they smacked us up 5-1. I can't wait for them to be absolutely destroyed. Oh, Jesus Christ. What were wrong for Ancelotti at Bayern? This guy was probably just smoking cigarettes in the training sessions. I don't think he gelled with the players. This is what Carlo Ancelotti was doing with his freaking big, giant Italian cigarettes. That's what he was doing because he didn't care about the players in training. I think Bayern's always been a family club, which is why Pep didn't really work here. Because you're pancakes, family man, right? It's the same reason why LVG didn't quite work. We're a family club. We like that. The players need like a father type figure, right? We'll always have a tactical identity. We just need someone who has a tactical identity, who also at the same time can be empathetic to the players. Surprisingly, Hansi Flick is a combination of all of those. He's a combination of empathy. He's hugging Muller. That's beautiful to watch. He's joking on the sidelines with Muller. Muller's trying to kick him, right? It's just he's an empathetic guy. He's incredibly he's at that age where he's not old but he's not young, right? So he can be that respect figure, but he's everything. So that's why Ancelotti was too damn relaxed. Do you think Kovac will get a job at another club? I hope he goes back to Frankfurt and gets them relegated. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot. Frankfurt also beat us in the DFB Pokal and then and we signed Niko Kovac because of that. And then he got sacked a year, right? He won the DFB Pokal. He got sacked. Oh my God, I hate Frankfurt, man. Kovac would probably fit the Premier League more with his with his, scammy goals and scammy leads and scammy performances. He would probably get top 4 in England because he's just that scammy. He would probably get a team going. Niko Kovac he's a great, he knows. I think he didn't work because he just made so many problems, but he never really fully got to test his philosophy. People forget, Kovac wasn't playing a 4-3-3 at Frankfurt. He was playing a back 3, he was playing 3 strikers, and he was playing 4 midfielders. A 3-4-3, right? That was his formation, I think. He played, a 3-5-2, right? With Rebic and Jovic in that 2, right? And he was playing that way. And it was a counter-attacking system, Niko Kovac system. And he used the sideline to press. It was very... Yeah, I don't know. Kovac just never really played his full-on system at Bayern, so we can't really fully blame him. I don't like Frankfurt more than I hate. I hate Frankfurt more than I hate Dortmund. I don't really hate Dortmund. I don't really think there's a rivalry there. They're just a hippie club that they think they can be good, but they're a hippie club at the end of the day. Leipzig are closer to Bayern and to actually winning that title. I think Leipzig will win it in the next 3 years. Not because we're crap, but because they're just if they retain what they have, they'll be too good for us, or they'll just have this unimmeasurable level of consistency, and it would help the league actually. He can make the new Atletico in the Prem. He can, but his teams, he presses, so he wouldn't be a Simeone, but I think he just needs to plan in possession and flexibility. Kovac was never flexible, man. He never had a different way of playing. As a manager, right? I want to be a manager or just coach at some point, an assistant manager somewhere. But you have to have flexibility. It's crazy how in my head, I already know different ways I could make Bayern play just in my head. But Kovac never did it on the pitch, right? It was always the same formation. And even if it was a different formation, it looked like the same system. So we need a different... He just needs to learn. I think he takes this time off. He's been off for months upon months now. So Niko Kovac, I hope he comes back with a different way of playing in possession, because his team is his Frankfurt team was a counter-attack, never give up team. He's stubborn, that's true. And he learned, why did he not play Muller that much? I don't know, right? James was underperforming, and then Muller's wife came out. And then Kovac, if I was Kovac, I would have just dropped Muller fully, because you can't drop him and then his wife comes out, and then you play him. You know what? Stick to your guns, man. If you're going to fail, at least fall to your own sword. At least kill yourself. Oh shoot, that sounds so wrong. I mean, like at least fall to your own. You know what I mean? Like keep going at your philosophy, keep until it fails, right? And that's what Kovac didn't do. He was like, oh, the player would criticize, and then he would play that player, which is stupid because it makes you look weak and easy to go at. So he tore Chelsea to ribbons with a Adrian front three. Liverpool play football. It's just they don't lead goals. Atletico play. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, Atletico, but they don't. They're not a possession team though. I mean, that's what I mean. Atletico play, but they have like 20% of the ball. They have a good accumulated 5 minutes where they actually have the ball in a row in the game, like maybe 7-10 minutes, right? That's what Atletico is. He did get us to beat Spurs 7-2. If you watch that game, it was not a 7-2 game. It wasn't. It was not a 7-2 game. Spurs should have scored a few. And also at the same time, we didn't play well. We didn't have a great performance. It wasn't complete. I would have rather taken the 3-0 against Chelsea than the 7-2 against Tottenham, because that 3-2 against Chelsea was a complete performance. We didn't concede all these stupid chances. We weren't all over the place defensively. Thiago had to come on before we really took control of the midfield. It was just a poor. I don't know. I think the Chelsea result was a lot more complete. It really seemed like Kovac never got the respect from any of the players, though. Well, you don't get respect, you earn it. He just didn't do the things that he should have been doing to really earn that respect. And I think that's the problem with Niko Kovac. He didn't do it and gain... You know what I mean? Like when I say earn someone's respect, it's very good for you to do this and that, but you have to earn the respect that you're given at the same time. It was mostly individual effort. Yeah, Gnabry just decided to become, Serge Gnabry, God. Gnabry, he decided to become the greatest player of all time, Serge Gnabry. He became the freaking German R9 with his freaking afro hair, right? He became R9 in his prime. Fat R9, actually, in the World Cup final, getting goals, right? That's what Gnabry decided to become, right? Lewandowski decided to become 10 times sharper. Coutinho wanted to play, and you know what? It just was due to the players. Yeah, they do have a decent team, Atletico. They just, for me, like Jurgen Klopp says, I agree with Klopp on Atletico. Even though, like, I loved what Liverpool went and did against Atletico, lost. I loved it. It's still amazing. I agree with Klopp. With the players Atletico have. Now, like, okay, Simeone, a few years ago, where Atletico Madrid were a team that just got promoted, weren't really known that much. He getting them to where they are now is amazing, winning them the trophies. But you think, you know what? Simeone can actually coach. He's a freaking... The guy can make anyone good defensively. He can make... Oh, my goodness. You know what? This guy could probably make Adolf Hitler good defensively. He could probably defend Adolf Hitler in the court, and he'd get the result. Like that's what Simeone can do, right? He can coach defensively. He has a good assistant manager, but all he has to do is take the passion that he has making his team defend and put that into his team attacking. That's what would make Simeone one of the greatest managers of all time, because he has this attitude. I think we would beat Atletico Madrid. We wouldn't have, actually, no. No. See, that... Oh, are you talking about... Oh, okay. We would have beaten Atletico Madrid because we wouldn't have been spamming crosses like Liverpool. We actually try to create chances. Liverpool just cross. I mean, it's their way of playing. They use their fullbacks almost as attacking midfielders to create chances and to do all those little things. They get the ball. Their fullbacks, someone was telling me, Trent Alexander-Arnold has more assists than this guy, so therefore he's winning the best. I'm like, dude, shut up. Trent gets to cross the ball like 20 plus times a game. Surely he's gonna get an assist. They're like, Robertson is better than Davies because he has more assists. And I'm like, Robertson also has one of the most touches in the Liverpool team, and at the same time, he gets in the most crosses and gets in the most crossing opportunities because Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah tuck inside and create space for them. So no one can talk to me about that. No, I mean, look, we've been under Kovac. I would say, over the last few years, even under Pep, we weren't good at breaking down defensive teams. Why? Because it was too stagnant. There was no. Pep is such a stubborn manager, same as Kovac, but Pep's actually knows how to set his he actually has a tactical philosophy that works and keeps working. But the thing is, right, when you want to beat a team that defends, you can't, like, You can't just have one way. You have to have different X factors. You have to have a player like Robin come off and just score a hat trick. That's how you beat these types of teams. You have to have distance shooters. You have to have different ways of unlocking that defense. You have to have an exuberant amount of creativity, and we never really did against these defensive teams. And when Hansi Flick's come in, Gnabry is now assisting and creating chances for Lewandowski. Lewandowski himself is now creating chances. And that's what Pep usually overthinks, and that's his problem, which is why I think he failed here. He overthinks. Atletico Madrid got... Exactly, man. If he's gotten to this point using his defensive tactics, imagine where he could dominate Spanish football for the next decade, because Real Madrid are... Barcelona have fallen off, so they could take that Barcelona spot if they decide to play. They could have their defensive structure, but in teams that are lower, you know what? Just play some saucy. They can't do it. They never do it. They average like what, 45% possession, I think. I don't know, but that's the thing with Atletico Madrid. I do respect them though. But thank you everyone so much for the support on the stream. We're currently at 447 subscribers. Let's get to 450, man. Share the content, share the stream. You know, it's so cool. What did everyone think of the intro? Look, a lot of people on Twitter, oh, stop, don't make a spin, don't make the look. I'm like, shut up. It's annoying. It took me 2 hours, because I'm not like some motion editor, but it took me a while to also just get it right, or get the music and the sounds, whatever. It took me a while, an hour plus. So what does everyone think of that intro? Ivan already been talked about. Yes. Also, I just wanted to say, like some people have said, which is great, that make the streams shorter, right? Some people won't sit here for 1 hour and watch it, right? Which I get. I understand that. But the whole point of this is the interaction, right? So, which is why, coincidentally, it's not a coincidence. I do it on purpose. The first 10 minutes of every single video or stream are spent talking about the topic, reading whatever I need to read, and giving the opinion. And then, ironically, after that, it's just up to how the flow of the stream is. We talk about whatever we want. No one's gonna sit. I know no one's gonna sit, because I don't sit and watch a 56-minute video unless it's like a really good one, right? I wouldn't do that. But I'm saying you can always just, if you're watching now, just know that what you're watching now, the news thing, you can always come back to this and watch the first 10 minutes and you would get what we mean, right? So that's what I mean. Engage with new viewers. I've sat here and I haven't had anyone watch. I've had videos where I've done match reactions way back, where months upon months ago, like this was the last summer, where no one's watched. I'd have to open the video and watch it so I felt like someone was watching, and I would have to sit there and pretend someone was watching, right? That's normal. I'm not ashamed of it. But now that some people are actually genuinely interested, I'm definitely going to keep reading the comments and enjoying myself, because this is fun for me. And also, I'm getting a haircut. I can't wait. Oh, thank goodness. I can't wait. I'll keep the top length, and I'll get the sides and get a shape. Oh, that would be nice. I'm trying to get something different, because I've never had a different haircut other than getting this shortened and the sides cut off completely and then getting a fade. I've never done that. So I'm getting a haircut in 3 hours. So yes. Oh, hell no. Oh, I'm not getting an afro. Oh, no, I'm not. I do have a natural wavy hair, so I don't know what hair type it is, but my hair can actually just get waves, you know, just easily. If I wore a dude rag, I thought it was dude rag. It's do rag. Like, there's no DE. I thought it was dude rag. Like, I never... jeez, I'm so stupid. I just don't care. Maybe I'm whitewashed. I live in a white neighborhood. That's why. Half my friends... Okay. 80% of my friends are white. Okay, well, then I have a lot of black friends, too. I'm popular and stuff, so... Shut up. Don't judge me. Well, that's because... I've just never lived in the hood, you know? I live in a white neighborhood. It's fine. It's okay. Thoughts on the Union Berlin? Oh, shoot. I'm not doing a watch along on that. I'm just going to watch it. I don't care about that derby. It's just not important to me. The Union Berlin one. Yeah, Union Berlin. I hope they... You know what, though? I could do a watch along, because... Tell me if you want me to do a watch along on that. Obviously... Oh, obviously we're doing the Bayern versus Frankfurt watch along, but I wonder if people care. And also, oh look, we have our first freaking. I'm tired of talking to dudes too. So if you're tired of talking to dudes, our first female guest on the channel is coming up Monday. Okay, so set your clocks. All right, she's gonna give me her opinions on things, transfers, etc. And I'm also working behind the scenes on how I can get this to, or how I can get other people on the channel. So I'll have to pay money for it on StreamYard. It's a website, but hopefully it works. It will also show comments on the video. I've always wanted that to show up, comments on the video. So hopefully we can get that to work. But that's something that it's just something to improve the content. I mean, that's all I care about. Get a Sadio Mane. Shut up. Why is this hairline like that though? Like how? If you have a hairline like that, the Lord doesn't love you. God does not love you if He's giving you a hairline like that. Nah, but seriously though, why? I don't know. Maybe he runs too much. I mean, you see how fast he runs? I feel like parts of his hair are just popping off when he's running. Sadio Mane's hairline is crazy, and I feel bad for him. Dembele look alike, or you can look at any black person. I've said it, and you would say I look like them. And that's the same thing with white people, but it's just not as... Like, you can look at any white person and say you look like them. Like, yeah, it's it. Like, wow, we have black skin, or brown skin, because it's not black. Actually, to be honest, brown does not exist. Technically, I'm orange. It's just our eyes are seeing it different, or the melon, whatever it is, right? It's just, I don't know. I don't really know the thing with skins. I don't get it. It's just, you know, I really like it though. I like the fact that so many people have so many different looks. I really enjoy it. I like it. Perisic for 12 million. Ivan Perisic is not going to cost us 12 million. Asians are alike. Come on, man. We're just trying to keep the stream PG-13 HD. That's what we're trying to do. Get Robin's haircut. No, I can't ever go bald. My parents used to make me. They used to just do whatever they felt like doing. They would be like, get a lower haircut, because they just didn't want. They thought. See how stupid my parents. No, I have a TikTok. Relax on that. See how stupid my parents sound. They think me getting a shorter haircut is gonna mean that it grows. It grows at the same rate, doesn't it? If I get the sides cut, right, it will grow. It will always grow. So I don't know. It's my money I'm spending too. Like, my mom is literally walking. She used to leave. Now I just drive by myself. But my mom used to drive me to the barber shop, right? I'm paying for it. I've always paid for my own stuff. I'm paying for my haircut, and she's walking in and telling the barber, make it lower. I'm like, it's my money. It's not yours. I look like I'm going to be the one looking like this, right? She used to also get me, you don't want to see the pictures. She also made me bald. It's fine. I do get a Bayern fan channel on TikTok. I do have it. I just don't care about posting. I don't know what would I post? Hello everyone, welcome to TikTok Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich TikTok. I don't know, that's just stupid. By the way, what's this Bayern TikTok? Are we actually going to get a TikTok like logo on the sleeve? I think it's going to happen, but they're looking, they're sponsoring Bayern now. Or Bayern have partnered up with, partnered up, that's what it is. Because we're richer than TikTok, so TikTok is a baby app. Bayern makes more money than TikTok, because TikTok doesn't really have, they don't have an established way of putting revenue on videos just yet. Dude, this guy is subscribed to me. How does he not know I'm live? Why is he texting me now? Also, let me finish this stream off with the Alexander Newell thing. So, it doesn't look like Newell will be loaned. A lot of people think he will be. I don't get it, man. Some people are weird to me. Some people genuinely think that Newell or Neuer will never ever decline her. And they just, I don't know, use it as advertising. No, I wouldn't use it as advertising. It is the best social media platform right now, which is why I have 3,560 followers on it. not trying to flex. I mean, it's pretty, I guess it's pretty weird to get followers. What would your midfield be? So Adrian, yeah, that's great. I'm actually getting on this fine train. So Adrian, I'm getting on this Finnish train. I'm getting on this Finnish train. Yeah, and I'm getting the German Adriano back home. So I will go with Adrian Fine in the single as a CDM, lone CDM. He'll obviously get the defensive support from Thiago and Kimmich. And then you can go with Thiago Kimmich it's like 4-3-3. I want us to play 4-3-3, right? Javi Martinez has lost his legs. Fine has the pace and energy and tenacity to keep up, and he actually has a good passing range on him, so he can definitely make passes. But he's very, very good defensively, and he's disciplined. That's another. The guy's already 23 or 21 actually, so he knows he's disciplined, and he's playing for Hamburg, and he's their best player. And a lot of people are telling me he is. So I will be looking for Adrian Fine. He's gonna be my boy. I'm gonna finally find a name for him. I need to find names. I already have Alexander the Great New Boy, and when he starts playing, I'll start calling him Alexander the Great New Bow. But right now it's Alexander the Great New Boy. New Bow and Alexander the Great. Okay, cool. We have Thomas Mourinho. We have Thiago ready to tackle Godkantara. Thiago ready. Alright, you know what's crazy? Why did we change that song? Why did Bayern change that? Why do we have this this Disney Channel song? This is why people come to the Allianz and turn up 1,000,000%, because they know what song we get to play after we score. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, I think we'll end the stream there. But thank you everyone so much for watching. To recap, Perisic is very uncertain. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge is saying it, very uncertain. But this is the Bayern news. We'll see you later, man. Thank you all so much. Let me know if watch the BayernNow channel ultimate. Wow, I just flopped that. Watch the channel trailer and tell me what you think. Thank you all so much for watching. Miyasan Miyan, peace.